You might think earning $500,000 a year guarantees financial freedom, but reality tells a different story. According to a recent Goldman Sachs report, about 41% of workers earning between $300,000 and $500,000, and 40% of those making over $500,000, say they're living paycheck to paycheck. That's nearly as high as some lower-income earners who make less than $50,000 a year. Even more surprising, those earning $200,000 to $300,000 are faring better, with only 16% struggling to make ends meet. Meanwhile, middle-income earners earning $50,000 to $200,000 fall somewhere in between. This paradox shows that high income alone doesn't automatically translate to financial comfort, and the reasons behind it are more complex than just salaries or living costs. What's causing this unusual struggle at the top? It's not just inflation, it's a phenomenon known as lifestyle creep, and it's quietly draining the wallets of America's wealthiest workers. So what exactly is causing top earners to feel strapped despite their huge paychecks? The answer lies in something called lifestyle creep, a trend where luxuries slowly become perceived necessities. For high earners, this means expensive cars, lavish apartments, designer clothes, and exclusive experiences start to feel essential rather than optional. Even with $500,000 coming in each year, many are struggling to keep up with appearances. Social pressure and the desire to keep up with the Joneses push them to maintain a lifestyle that matches or exceeds their peers. The result? Paychecks disappear almost as quickly as they arrive, leaving million-dollar earners in surprisingly familiar financial stress. But lifestyle creep doesn't just affect the day-to-day. The next layer of the problem is soaring living costs, which make even basic necessities harder to afford, even for those at the top. It's not just lifestyle choices draining wallets. The cost of everyday life has skyrocketed. Basic necessities like food have surged dramatically. Take eggs, for example. Before the pandemic, a dozen cost about $140. Now prices have spiked to $622 in 2025. Housing is even more shocking. The median home price in the U.S. jumped from $328,900 in early 2020 to $430,500 just a few years later. For many, buying a home has become unaffordable, even for high earners. This trend has created a new group of forever renters, millionaires choosing to rent instead of buying, because home ownership at these prices simply doesn't make sense. Even with six-figure or seven-figure incomes, soaring costs are reshaping how the wealthy live, forcing them to rethink major life decisions and daily spending habits. Despite keeping up appearances with luxury cars, designer clothes, and upscale apartments, many top earners are secretly cutting back in other areas to make ends meet. They're flying economy instead of first class, shopping at discount grocery stores, getting thrifty with clothing, and trimming subscription services. These hidden sacrifices allow them to maintain the illusion of wealth while managing the reality of rising expenses. But even these small adjustments aren't always enough. Lifestyle inflation, the slow creep of spending as income rises, combined with rising costs, means that high earners are often juggling more than they realize just to stay afloat. Yet the financial strain doesn't stop with everyday spending. It extends to the bigger life decisions they're forced to delay, which can have lasting effects on their wealth and lifestyle. The pressure of high living costs and lifestyle inflation isn't just affecting day-to-day spending, it's also pushing top earners to delay major life milestones. Nearly half of high earners are putting off their dream vacations, 31% are pausing home renovations, and 26% are holding off on buying or leasing a new car. Even marriage is being postponed, with 6% delaying tying the knot. These delays show that income alone doesn't guarantee financial freedom. Even those with six-figure salaries are forced to make tough choices, sacrificing experiences and milestones they once assumed they could afford. Social pressures, rising prices, and lifestyle expectations create a perfect storm that keeps them on edge. But the story doesn't end there. The combination of spending habits and inflation is creating long-term consequences for their financial security, which we'll explore next. The financial squeeze on top earners isn't just temporary. It has lasting effects on wealth and retirement planning. Overspending on luxuries and maintaining appearances can erode savings, even for those earning hundreds of thousands a year. Lifestyle creep quietly chips away at the money that could have been invested or set aside for the future. High earners delaying purchases like homes, cars, and vacations may feel they're making smart short-term choices, but these delays can also impact long-term wealth building. For example, postponing homeownership or investing in real estate can mean missing out on years of property appreciation, while holding off on investments reduces the compounding power of their money. In short, the combination of rising costs, social pressures, and lifestyle inflation means that even the wealthy aren't immune to financial stress. Money alone doesn't guarantee peace of mind, and being high income doesn't automatically equal financial security. The surprising truth is that income doesn't equal immunity from financial stress. Even those earning over $500,000 a year are feeling the pinch, living paycheck to paycheck, and making tough decisions about spending and life milestones. Lifestyle creep, soaring living costs, and social pressures have created a reality where wealth can be illusionary. The lesson here is clear. Financial security isn't just about how much you earn, it's about how wisely you manage it. Cutting unnecessary expenses, planning for long-term goals, and being mindful of lifestyle inflation are crucial, no matter your salary. In a world where appearances can be deceiving, even the ultra-wealthy are discovering that money alone isn't enough to guarantee peace of mind, and how they adapt could determine their financial future.